Hey guys, all right, we're gonna do Thursday. Today's your last day. I tried to do a little bit of the work before I got on here. So this number one is just like Tuesday's number one. You had a decimal divided by a decimal. So what I did is try to move the decimal out before I slid anything up. So I multiplied this by 10 to get 21 and multiplied this by 10 to get 873. I did that so that I can just divide with whole numbers. So much easier. So then we're going to go to our traditional method. Can 21 go into 8? No. Can 21 go into 87? Yes, 4 times. 4 times 21 is 84. Okay, 7 minus 4, 3. Bring down the 3. Can 21 go into 33? Yes, it can go one time. Okay, and then we have a remainder of 12. So for this one, just keep a remainder. You don't need to go above and beyond and do the decimal, okay? But you could keep going with division. You could put a decimal here and put all those zeros and bring down the 0 and keep going, right? A remainder is part of a whole. But we'll stop there. Okay. Number two says Sally has 493 cupcakes. She wants to put them in cupcake boxes, and each box can hold 14 cupcakes. How many boxes can Sally fill? Okay, so we're going to do this out long division, okay? So 14 cannot go into 4, but it can go into 49. So let's use our calculator. Let's try 14 times 4. 14 times 4 is 56. That's too large. So let's do 14 times 3. 42. Perfect. Okay. So 49 minus 42 is 7. Bring down my 3. All right, how many times can 14 go into 73? I'm going to try 6 just to see. 6 is too big. 6 gives me 84. So it has to be 5. 14 times 5 is 70. And then I have 3 cupcakes remaining. So the question says, how many boxes can she fill? She can only fill 35 boxes. The last 3 cupcakes are not going to go in a box half filled. Or less than half filled. Guess what? You're going to just eat them. So there's your 35 boxes, okay? Perfect. All right, number 3 is a little tricky because some of the answers are close together. It says which ones are equivalent. So I'm just going to use 1/3 as a base, okay? So 1/3 is equivalent to 0.33 repeating. 4/12 can be simplified to 1/3, which is also equal to 0.33 repeating. So that's correct. I did change 1/12 to a decimal before I got on here, and it was 0.083, so that one definitely doesn't match. Here's where I'm in conflict. 1/3 is equal to 0.333 repeating. So if you chose this one, even though it doesn't have the dots and it doesn't have the bar over it, I'm okay with that. Essentially, that would probably be equivalent. But we would have to know in some fashion that it would keep going. Okay? Does that make sense? That one's a little tricky. So don't be worried if you didn't. I didn't choose that one right off the bat because I couldn't tell if it was repeating. But this math symbol tells me that that one is repeating. So it's okay if you chose that one. But don't choose 3/10 because 3/10 is less than 1/3 because it just ends. Okay? All right, let's do number 4. Number 4 is going to be a 2-step. We're going to have to figure out how much snow fell in December and January, and then we're going to round it to the nearest tenths place. So the table shows how much of inches of snow fell each month. So I'm going to take December and January and combine them. When you add decimals, you need to line up the decimals. So what I mean by that is the decimals are in place and all the place value is in place. If you want to put in a 0 in those empty spots, that's fine. Okay, let's just add 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 and 1 is 9. 9, that's 10. That's 2. The decimal comes straight down when you add. Okay. So when I added December and January, this is what I got. And then it says they want us to round to the tenths place. Here is the tenths place. I'm going to look next door. There's a 2 there. The 2 is going to leave the 9 the same. So rounded to the nearest tenths place, they got 20 and 9/10 of an inch. Okay, awesome. And the last one is a fraction. We are going to subtract 3 and 7/8 minus 1 and 5/6. Okay, I know what the common denominator is. But let's see. Okay. I'm going to do the common denominator on the paper. So the common denominator between 8 and 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 8, 16, 24, 32. What do you see in common? 24, me too. All right, so common denominator, I'm going to put it over here, is 24 in the corner. So that means that we're going to have to change both. Okay, so what do I know to multiply by? Well, this is where you can use your M. So multiples of 8, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3. Multiples of 6, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4 gets me 24. Okay, it's okay if you don't multiply them by the same number. You're just trying to balance them out. Okay, so bring your whole numbers over, and then we'll start. 7 times 3 is 20. Oh, 20, that's a 2. 21. 8 times 3 is 24. Excuse me. 5 times 4 is 20, and 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, take a screenshot of that if you need a little extra support. Here's your common multiple. Here's how Ms. Connolly changed the fractions so that they have a common denominator so that I can subtract them. Okay? Subtraction. Don't accidentally do the opposite operation. Okay, and then it should be pretty easy from here because 21 take away 20 is 1. And then 3 take away 1 is 2. So my answer is 2 and 1/24. All right. Awesome job. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to hold Fun Friday from 5 to 6. Okay, love you. Bye.